darken up the skyway. There's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane, just beyond the rain.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. Finally, the week is over. Oh, Lord.
It's been fun.
It's been something.
It's been fun.
It's been something.
Happy Friday to you. I know we shouldn't timestamp today, but it is Friday, so we keep moving, rocking and rolling. We had morning show, center stage, new crew, new interns, new producers, music of Julia Langley on center stage, which is always fabulous to have Julia back in the fold.
Took us a little while to get that show started, but it shall remain nameless. She's around here somewhere.
Mastering the art of the sound.
Where was she?
She doesn't know you're talking about her.
Uh-huh. She knows.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Sound.
What about it?
This morning.
If you turn the mic on,
Hey,
it'll
why are
work.
we announcing that to the world? I said that does not leave the room.
Exactly. It's all good.
Because if I had done it, It would have been in the
You know what?
newspaper.
No, I just keep everyone on their toes.
Yes.
I keep it excited.
I'm
My
learning
son-
the equipment.
My son is still
Confused?
texting me saying,
He's
"What
confused,
was
right?
that?"
Don't tell him, please,
He
don't
says,
tell him.
"He says, is this like an April Fool's
He's
show?
the
What
last
was
person
that?"
that can know what happened.
The
Oh
crazy-
no, he knows. I
We-
gave him a rundown.
We were getting feedback on a mic, but it wasn't on a mic. It ended up being the TV that we keep the volumes muted.
Oh.
Someone had turned the volume on, so we were hearing double sound, but we couldn't figure out where it was coming from. So literally, we've got our ear to our soundboard and our ear to our splitter, and are literally picking up, and it's not coming from here, and it's not coming from here. And Freddie goes, "It's coming from the TV. Someone had turned the volume on," like something so simple. And so we were hearing it both places. We couldn't figure out why we were hearing double sound.
Then why weren't we hearing any sound?
Oh, we got that. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, it was a
The
great.
mic was off.
That's why we're all grounded.
If
It
the
was-
mic
we're
is
all
off,
literally grounded.
You can't hear sound. You know.
It was
Not my fight.
it was a great show, and you saw the beginning of the show with Julia Langley, and the sound was spectacular. And it's always nice to kick off a Friday somewhere over the rainbow. A little bit of magic in the world.
It was good. Good sound. It sounded very nice.
We haven't seen Julia in a long time,
Yeah, she's been busy.
which is really nice. I know you're heading out to do some stuff, so let's pop on over and say good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's so good to be back. I love coming back.
It's so nice to have you, and it's so funny when our viewers send us texts, "So Julia's coming in," and we went, "Really?" When?
I wasn't aware.
And they said Friday, and we were like, "Great, where's she gonna be?" And they sent us the text for center stage.
I'm very sorry about that.
No,
I
it's
like
all
to
good.
let people know, and I sometimes just get a little overextended these days. And
Not only that, but the funny thing is that late last night we found out that she was singing because the board was off. We were not prepared for singing, so we had to set it up last night at 7 o'clock, and that's why we were asking for the music. Because I know that it sounds like you just turn on a mic, and that's not the way it works, especially when she sings, because you will hear it if it ain't right. I tell you from experience. So we had to set that up last night at 7:30.
But-
You saw the range?
But today was
It
spectacular.
was good.
Today was
Very
amazing.
nice.
What have you been up to?
well, there's just a lot going on right now. I'm in the throes of solo and ensemble in South Florida. So I am playing the piano, classical piano, for 52 people in a couple of weeks,
Wow.
and they're competing on their horns. And I do this every year. I've been doing this for about, nearly 10 years now. And I actually love it because piano is my second instrument, and I don't often get the opportunity to play like that. And so I'm doing that. And then I got a call last week for 4 vocalists that need a piano player. So I am up to in my ears in rehearsals on the piano.
And you've got clients. You're teaching voice.
I am, yeah. I have several clients actually all over the world, and I have a couple of classes that I do, group classes as well that I do. So between the piano and the voice, I am on the go.
Back and forth.
Truly, yes.
But life is good.
It is very good. I like staying busy, fortunately. It does get overwhelming sometimes, but it doesn't matter. I do everything I do with joy. You know, I think that it's about the attitude that you have when you do it. So just cook the eggs with joy.
Cook
know.
the eggs with joy.
Cut the grass with joy.
Oh, not that. There's no joy in cutting grass.
Oh,
I'll tell
I
you that.
love cutting
There is
grass.
joy in scrambling eggs. So we'll see.
But
So when are you doing this 52 ensemble? When?
well, I'm rehearsing right now. We're in rehearsals, and that event is at the end of the month. So, and it goes for 2 days
So you'll be here till the end of the month,
till the end of the
and then
month.
you're going back to Atlanta, is it?
Well, it's Alabama, where I grew
Something
up,
with a
but
name.
it's only an hour and a half from Atlanta, so it's kind of the suburb. But I do, I have my mom, I have doing a little caregiving these days. You know, we have aging parents, and you have to kind of factor that into everything that's going on with you. And so that's just one more that facet to what I actually have going on nowadays.
It's not easy.
Multifaceted talent.
Yes,
really is.
And that's a new journey for me too. So it just, I'm learning something new every day, and it's a lot, but again, I think it's the attitude, the joy. I just take joy in being honored to be able to do it. And so again, I scrambled the eggs with joy.
Oh, I like that.
Change of perspective.
Oh, not that again.
Change of perspective.
again.
It has to be.
We did that Wednesday.
Well, I have to ask Frank, when you brought Julia in, it was to talk about what? Her
Talk
singing?
about Julia. That's why we bring somebody bring our guests in.
But
We bring
for
our
center
guests in to
stage,
talk-
yeah.
So they can talk about themselves.
And of course, music. 'cause
And
that's-
music. Yes.
yeah.
That's a
Music
good
and
idea.
using your voice, which is what I.
And how is it going in Alabama? I know that you have a studio or something out in Alabama. You teach kids out there stuff as well, yes?
Well, I teach adults too, a lot of adults. Really, who I work with is ambitious people who use their voice. They can be a speaker, they can be a singer. So it's not just, I do have some younger clients that I work with that typically those are people that want to compete, that want to be in musical theater, that want to play and get paid to do it. So they have high aspirations and they work really hard. So yes, I do it, but I don't just do it in Alabama. My studio is virtual. So I work throughout the world. I have clients in England, I have clients in Canada, and all over the U.S., from the West Coast to Manhattan and South Florida.
Finding your voice, speaking your truth. Things that you know you want. You know, there are people
That's
that
right.
know they've got things to say, but no one wanted them
She
to say
teaches you
it.
to sing. You teach people to sing.
But you
right?
also teach women to speak.
No, I have some speaking clients as well. I worked with someone who was looking to get that CEO job. That's, that 6-figure job they wanted, and we worked. And it came out of the interview and said 5 of the 8 questions they asked me, we had prepped for. Like, they went into this thing so confident that they actually got a raise, and it was really phenomenal. So these are the kinds of things I help people do. Maybe they want to be a speaker, or maybe they want to be, stand up and do a keynote, a TEDx talk. I will work with them as well. Singing is my background, but it all sort of spills over because there's some performance element to both. There's the performance element and then the authenticity element that goes into it as well. And it's learning how to balance both sides. So, yeah.
Clarity of what you have to say, it's so important. We
It
talked
is.
about it this morning on the morning show, that jobs are now not just climbing the ladder. It's not just going up. There's the lateral move to what you have to do to get where you are. Learn skills, learn how to speak, learn how to communicate effectively, learn how to say what you know they want to say, but staying authentic to who you are.
100%. And so many times because people they lose confidence, and so they go into situations and they don't even handle the situations right because they're coming from a place of insecurity. So if they can learn how to get that clarity and that confidence on their own identity and who they are and what they're good at, which is what I help them identify and work on, then they can go forward in any room, on any stage. And guys, this isn't just for people doing TEDx or for people working for Cirque du Soleil. These are people in any room every single day. When we're communicating, we want that communication to be win-win for everybody. And these are all skills that you learn in
What's
doing
your
this.
top tip for building confidence?
I like to build confidence by doing. So I think developing your skill set is one of the first ways to start. So let's say you're a singer. Most of the time when you develop that skill set as a singer, you start to naturally feel more confident. And this is what I saw early on when I was just simply teaching technique early in my career. I started seeing transformations, and I started seeing people taking these skills and they just walked into the room differently. Their posture was different. The way they spoke to other people was different. And this was for singers as well as speakers. So I started noticing, I'm like, wait, there's something more to this than just teaching vocal technique. So I think doing is very important. You learn to embody those skills, and then you start to see them come out in your everyday life. So
Isn't that funny? It's kind of what you're going to do with the crew in the back right now.
Yeah, I know. It's always a painful growth. It's funny because it isn't just, they give you a resume, which I laugh when I see it. And I say,
Right.
okay, who am I interviewing? AI, mom,
Job
dad,
coach.
job coach.
Yeah.
Because this ain't you.
Right.
Because I'm looking at you and I'm looking at this. It's two different things. So forget that. And then when they interview, the game has changed where you have to speak clearly.
that's right.
You got to let people know what you can do for them and for yourself. And if you think that a guy who's going to hire you just wants to hear how you're going to make his business better. He's heard that a million times.
That's right.
So he wants to hear something different. So the game now is understanding the game. 100%. Back in the day when we were growing up, we just go out, get a job, and we
swing a hamburger.
Swing a hamburger, or hit a needle, or hit a hammer, or whatever. We did whatever we were told to do. They don't want that anymore.
No. You got to know what you're walking into. And the same thing, let's say you're going to audition for a show, all right? You better do your research on that show. You don't walk into an audition and just pick some song or pick some monologue. You need to know what that show is about, and know what the background is before you walk in. And I think you're kind of saying the same thing, Freddie, is that you got to know what you're walking into. And you got to also know yourself well enough to know if you actually have that skill set to provide to somebody. So it spills over. It doesn't matter if it's a stage, it's a job. Some of the tactics and some of the training is the same. Really,
well, the high-end jobs, if you want to be CEO and things of that nature, if you want to have a business, you're going to have to earn it, because there's a lot of people that want it. And if you don't want it more than they want it, and you don't express that, you don't show that, whether it's humor or whatever you got to do it, you're going to be going back to those remedial jobs. I remember back in the day, flipping burgers at Burger King and McDonald's is a big deal. You got to what? Yes, really? Right. Nowadays, you don't go to college for 4 years, 8 years, 7 years, and pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in loans to go flip burgers.
Well, that's exactly right.
That's not what you want.
No.
Not to mention automation.
Well, the problem is that people are so afraid of AI because they're going to take a large portion. I mean, think about it. AI as an employee, you never have to pay a lot of money to. It never goes to sleep. It's always consistent. And if it makes a mistake, it's going to make it over and over again, so you got to fix that. But if it doesn't, all of a sudden, who in the right mind wouldn't want to do that? So you have to manipulate that idea. You got to show them, okay, let me show you how I can either use it. I got a kid in there right now that's using AI with his skills right now. It's amazing.
Well, it's not enough to talk the game. You got to embody that. And that's really what the training is that I do. It's like, okay, you can know something all day long. And we run into this in the music world with people who have a music degree. Music degrees are great. I'm not knocking that. But then walk in the room and then think they know how to run how to produce the show, how to sing, how it rolls, and they don't. They've never been on the road. They have no idea. So it's learning how to, all of this knowledge that you're getting, which is fabulous, but it's learning how to embody that knowledge, and not just to force it, but how to embody it to the point where it's natural and it comes out in an authentic way, and then you can use that and use it to in a way that shows who you are. Right? You're not taking someone else's information and forcing it. You're actually taking this information, learning how to embody this, and turn this into something that you can use to really move you forward.
Well, I tell you, if you can get them to think that way halfway there, you're way ahead of the game.
All right. Well, how do people find you, Julia?
Oh, where can people find me? Yeah, well, I am on all social. Of course, I am Julia Langley. I'm Cirque Singer Jules on Instagram, but you can find me on LinkedIn, on Facebook. Reach out to me, julialangley.com. Go there, and you can get my calendar and set up a chat. I love meeting new people, and if you just want to talk music or you want to talk speaking, or maybe you're interested in some of my classes, please feel free to reach out. I'd love to chat with you.
Amazing. Welcome back. So good to have you. Thanks.
It's always a pleasure.
Thanks for bringing her back.
Thanks for coming in.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, let's see if they can embody marketing.
And what the intern
what it is back there.
Turn the corner.
More to come on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Are you looking for the cheapest prices on car insurance? Then call the Cheap Car Insurance Hotline right now. Hey, you're guaranteed to save money on your car insurance. Most car insurances can be canceled at any time. That means if you find a better deal, you can switch right away. We're not just one company. We offer most of the major brands of car insurance. We're like a discount supermarket for car insurance. And it doesn't matter if you have a good record or a bad driving record. Our agents are experts at finding you the right car insurance for your needs. Our average customer saves hundreds of dollars a year when they call us to switch. So why don't you make this 100% free call right now and see how much you can save on your car insurance?
855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. That's 855-815-9787.
Looking for a night out that actually gives back? AMP Media Future Foundations presents Caps Off for Cause. Join us at Crazy Uncle Mike's. Enjoy drinks, light bites, live entertainment, and real connections. May 12th, 5 to 7. Tickets are just $36 donations. Spots are limited, so grab yours now. Sponsor opportunities are available.
Finding the world's best coffee. Nothing can stop Don Pablo from getting you the rarest coffees. Traveling across continents, climbing the highest mountains, overcoming immense obstacles, all for the quest of greatness. Experience this excitement with every sip.
Hey, listen, my friends. You've heard all about the amazing weight loss success people have been having with GL1 semaglutides. In my example, I lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks, and you could too. All you need to do is call the special toll-free number, and we'll set you up with a virtual doctor visit. Then you can place your order, and in a matter of days, you'll be on your weight loss journey to losing 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or more. Learn how you could lose 10 pounds or more in as little as 4 weeks. You'll see your results, or you can call us back, and we'll help you reach your goal. It's that simple. Listen, for as little as a few dollars a day, you can look great again and feel great by losing 10 pounds or more. That's our promise to you. Call right now for your free virtual doctor consultation and order.
800-268-9943. 800-268-9943. 800-268-9943. That's 800-268-9943. Paid for by Elevated MD.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2 TV Network. Broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
The Virginia Company of London is established by royal charter by James I of England with the purpose of establishing colonial settlements in North America. On this day, in 1710, the Statute of Anne, the first law regulating copyright, comes into force in Great Britain. On this day, in 1864, Archduke Maximilian of Habsburg is proclaimed Emperor of Mexico. during the French intervention in Mexico. On this day in 1970, Paul McCartney announced that he is leaving the Beatles for personal and professional reasons. Blimey.
All right, we're back.
All right. I like the way Julia segued into being authentic and embodying what you're doing with work. So we're going to head over to the other side of the studio and talk to our marketing team of authenticity and are they, I know what's wrong with your face, are they embodying what they do? So we've got Andrea, Ella, and Victoria. And Ella, you've been here for all of what, 2 weeks?
10 minutes.
Like 3 weeks.
You've been here 3 weeks. Victoria's been here a few days, and Andrea's day 1. So welcome to Embodiment 101 at the Brooklyn Cafe Show now. What's happening? What are you ladies working on?
Okay, hi, I'm Victoria, and right now we are working on heavily promoting our next event, which is on May 12th at Crazy Uncle Mike's. It's going to be an event about our graduating interns, so right now we're reaching out to past sponsors and working on reaching out to some new ones to help sponsor the event.
Very nice. All right, Ella, what does the foundation mean to you?
For me, at the foundation, it means that I can get experience and I'm able to be like creative. And we've been posting TikToks, and I like being able to do what I like in an what's that word? In an environment with other people who I can work with.
And Andrea, how's day 1 looking for you?
So far, so good. It's interesting to be able to work with everybody and see kind of how everything is done here. It's like my first time in this kind of environment, so I'm really excited to learn more about how you guys do things around here. Practically her first day.
Totally. She walked in on the morning show, and Freddie's question was, so do we intimidate people when they walk into the studio?
Yeah.
And everyone pretty much, yes.
A little bit.
First of all, I was told.
I know.
So I was just repeating somebody's word.
I know.
But
I'm probably more intimidating than you, though.
You scared the pants off me.
I know.
I concur.
So ladies, so what are we planning next? Because I heard some ideas such as doing different things for different shows brought to you by the foundation, which I thought was really clever. I know, that was really clever. Right? So what are we going to be doing next? What is going to be our next angle to try to make it different? Or have we decided that yet?
I think right now we're still trying to work on like new ways we can engage our audience and bring more awareness to the foundation. So right now we're trying to brainstorm some new ideas in order to do that, for sure.
Excellent.
Because the community doesn't realize what I think their perception of an intern is someone who goes and gets coffee, gets your mail, opens your mail, sorts it, or sends emails. In this studio, interns, we call them producers, they run the studio. You guys do audio, video, camera work, lights, commercials, social media, anything that it takes to bring a business forward is what our interns get to do in the studio and work together and collaborate and all the things that you do in a work environment. Authenticity, understanding what you're doing, understanding how the team works, how the machine rolls. It's more than coffee and opening mail. So when people say, can I have an intern work with me for my business, they don't understand what you guys do. That's why it's so important for them to understand the value of who you are and what you bring and how you take everything you've learned from school and you get to apply it here. When I did an internship, I literally sat on a computer. We did have computers back then, and I logged interviews in a room in the dark. I either got it right or I got it wrong. No one checked it, no one anything, then they moved on.
I did one internship.
Yeah?
NYPD.
Wow.
My freshman year. I went all the way through my senior year. And I walked the streets with cops and everything else.
That was an internship?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny because my professor, Mrs. Golden, said to me, same thing. She said, how'd you get that internship? I said, I got it from you guys, from NYU. And she says, well, tell me what they show you. So I said, they told me how to frisk somebody. I put cuffs on them. And she says, well, show me. And I said, you don't want me to show you that. And she says, yes, I do. Your grade depends on it. I said, you're telling me that I could do what I got to do? She said, yes. I grabbed her by the neck, and I threw her against the wall. and I brought her feet back, and she was leaning on her face. Her makeup was everywhere. I think she even had a toupee or something. And I put the cuffs on her, and I threw her on the floor. And she's crying.
And did you fail?
She couldn't fail me. She told me to do it.
Wow.
You took it literally.
I didn't take it literally. I told her, you don't want me doing that. And what happened was, that's what I learned. I learned the streets are not a nice place. And I was up in the Heights.
Did you get an A+?
I got a recommendation even for that.
Wow. Good for us.
So that's what happened.
And I think they're waiting for you to do a TikTok video.
Well, they're going to be waiting because we're doing movies today, yes? Now, I got to tell you, what's going on is there's movies that we're doing in here, and me and her fight all the time because Al Pacino showed me that he was the boss then. He says, this is what we're going to do. He says, but this is not in the script, Al. I don't care.
I don't
He says, I don't care. Wow. How do you know what he wants you to say? And then we'll also have a comic strip coming out, which I just saw, which is fantastic. And we're going to try to incorporate the other shows, start with Frank, and have a little segment to come out in the magazine, different brain games. Why? Here she comes.
That is amazing to hear. You want to incorporate your ideas, but you first need to understand the full movie.
And here it is.
And read that full script. Or at least completely.
I did read the script, and just not the ending.
Yeah, you read now it's less than a half of the script.
If I read the script, I'm going to be even more miserable. If I do it this way, I follow what
you're
you tell me
surprised
to
at
do.
the
Well,
end?
you don't actually follow what I'm telling you.
Is this the right outfit, by the way?
Yeah.
Yes, and I sent it to him last night. I was like, Freddie, remember, this is your outfit for tomorrow. I sent him at 9 or what, maybe
10, 11.
sometime last night. I was like, hey, Freddie. I actually told you yesterday, too. I was like, I'm going to send you your outfit. He was like, I know my outfit. I was like, I'm going to send it to you anyway. And I sent him the picture.
So what I would like to do is film this movie and then do the TikToks and all this other stuff. Now, Heather understands my brain because she says I'm whacked out anyway. To do film work of making the movie. You understand?
Behind the scenes?
A movie within the movie.
Yeah.
To have a little fun with it. I didn't know that I was going to be walking such a tight line here, if you know what I'm saying. But I want to have a little bit of fun with this, and I understand that to her it's important.
You got Kendra starring in it.
I got Kendra starring in it. Listen, I may have a surprise. I told you, I may have a surprise coming. Then I have a gentleman here that we're going to talk to as well. He may bring in a couple of cameos.
We can have cameos, but adding in characters to be one of the
But I don't have a
main.
He wants character development now, Chuck.
I want character development.
We do actually have character development. If you read the script, you would understand. We actually do have.
I have a hard time following scripts. She'll tell you.
I understand you can.
For a commercial for a company, I couldn't do that either.
Sure.
But
Remember?
I think you first need to understand the full story and how it goes.
All right, more to continue.
All right, so we're going to work on that. So you girls are rocking and rolling. What do you want people to do? What's their call to action?
Well, definitely we're looking for sponsors for the event, and if not, if you can't sponsor the event, any donations would definitely help us raise more money to help our interns.
Sounds good. All right, so we'll put the QR code and we'll run a commercial. And we come back, we're going to talk to Frank and Eli Marcus. All right, on the other side of this commercial break. Check it out, May 12th, Caps Off for a Cause, Crazy Uncle Mike's, 5 to 7:30. It is graduation theme for all those that are graduating this semester, all the interns that we've had in previous semesters, people that have gone through our program and are still here with us, like Andrew and Heather and Jalen that came to us as interns and now work with us on a regular basis. It does work authentically, and who they are, they get to see the creative process from beginning to end, even down to every wire that runs this studio. And they know, even Nicole knows every camera wire that it is. It's a lot more than you realize. It's not just pushing a button and turning on a mic and turning on a camera. They learn the creative process from the beginning to the end. So come out, follow our socials, like, share, and follow, as they say. See behind the scenes what the crew is doing, and join us on Tuesday, May 12th, Crazy Uncle Mike's. More to come. We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by two friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Are you looking for the cheapest prices on car insurance? Then call the Cheap Car Insurance Hotline right now. Hey, you're guaranteed to save money on your car insurance. Most car insurances can be canceled at any time. That means if you find a better deal, you can switch right away. We're not just one company. We offer most of the major brands of car insurance. We're like a discount supermarket for car insurance. And it doesn't matter if you have a good record or a bad driving record. Our agents are experts at finding you the right car insurance for your needs. Our average customer saves hundreds of dollars a year when they call us to switch. So why don't you make this 100% free call right now and see how much you can save on your car insurance?
855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. 855-815-9787. That's 855-815-9787.
Looking for a night out that actually gives back? AMP Media Future Foundations presents Caps Off for Cause. Join us at Crazy Uncle Mike's. Enjoy drinks, light bites, live entertainment, and real connections. May 12th, 5 to 7. Tickets are just $36 donations. Spots are limited, so grab yours now. Sponsor opportunities are available.
Finding the world's best coffee. Nothing can stop Don Pablo from getting you the rarest coffees. Traveling across continents, climbing the highest mountains, overcoming immense obstacles. All for the quest of greatness. Experience this excitement with every sip.
Hey, listen, my friends. You've heard all about the amazing weight loss success people have been having with GL1 semaglutides. In my example, I lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks, and you could too. All you need to do is call the special toll-free number, and we'll set you up with a virtual doctor visit. Then you can place your order, and in a matter of days, you'll be on your weight loss journey to losing 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or more. Learn how you could lose 10 pounds or more in as little as 4 weeks. You'll see your results, or you can call us back, and we'll help you reach your goal. It's that simple. Listen, for as little as a few dollars a day, you can look great again and feel great by losing 10 pounds or more. That's our promise to you. Call right now for your free virtual doctor consultation and order.
800-268-9943. 800-268-9943. 800-268-9943. That's 800-268-9943. Paid for by Elevated MD.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2 TV Network. Broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We grew up in the same house, but not the same world. Different dreams taped to the same walls. different storms we never told. We fought like thunder in summer, loud, sudden, and wild, but somehow the silence after always felt reconciled. You know the version of me no one else has ever seen, the child I was, the mess I made, the spaces in between. We borrowed time from each other. We stole clothes, jokes, and blame. But somewhere in all the chaos, we learned each other's names. And even when distance stretches like miles we can't bend, you're still my built-in history, my rival, my friend. So here's to the laughter, the noise, the scars, to who we were and who we are. No matter how far our lives may roam, with you, I'm always at a home. So here's to National Siblings Day.
This is good. Who did that?
Fonzie and Zachary.
Very nice. Fonzie back to the rescue. All right, let's talk to these two fine gentlemen. They were sitting to my right.
All right, so Frank A. Ruffolo brought in a guest, and I guess he was here to watch, Eli Marcus. I'm going to let Frank do the introductions. I've not had the pleasure of really speaking with him. You guys were chatting in the back.
Yes.
So, Frank, you introduce, please.
Yeah, me and Eli sort of got together on Facebook. He has a couple of Facebook promotion groups. He has his own podcast. He's a promoter type of guy, so I brought him in to see what he likes. And he came to see the studio, so what do you think?
Welcome.
Pretty impressive place here.
What do you promote?
What do I promote? Well, I have two world-class artists that I promote right now. One actually taught Andy Warhol how to use digital art. His name is Lawrence Gartell. He's one of the world's great digital artists. He's absolutely amazing. Yeah, I see the Andy Warhol. That's pretty impressive,
This
actually.
is Cartel.
No, that's Ken Bieberman. You know Lawrence, though.
Oh, Lawrence. Oh, Mr. Lawrence. Well,
Yes.
we went to his house.
Yes.
Yeah, Lawrence, his art is up at the Hard Rock Casino, actually. You know, he's got 4 incredible paintings up there. Another one is Yaakov Heller, who's actually considered Boca's best artist. He built the statue in Meisner Park, and he did the Royal Palm Place. He did it's called the Garden of Humanity. Pretty incredible.
He's incredible. So you promote artists, and I've heard you were doing some music promotion as well.
A little bit of everything, you know. My past, I've done everything from produce Michael Jackson at Carnegie Hall to work with Davy Jones of the Monkees, Ray Manzarek of the Doors, Mickey Hart of the Grateful Dead, and thousands of others.
Wow. So what's next? What are you looking to grow into?
Well, you know, having fun with my podcast, where I interview a lot of people who are a lot smarter, funnier, and sing better than I do, you know, so that's what's catching my interest right now.
Who have you interviewed on your podcast?
Well, actually, one of my more fascinating ones lately is with Noah Fernley. His name is going to be a big one because he was in this television series called Love Story, which is like #1 on all of what's the Disney Plus, Hulu, and it's about the JFK Jr. and his romance with Carolyn Bessette, and it's just it's taken off like wildfire.
I've been watching it. I could not watch the last episode because we all know what happens. And to me, which means he's done a good job, it's almost voyeuristic to look into their lives and really see the nuances and the good, the bad, the disruptions, the marital strife. I thought, who am I to be watching their marriage like that? And people watch it and they love it. That's how well it is, how well done it is. And I said, I just feel like it's none of my business to learn about these people's lives. They should have their privacy. They should be able to rest in peace. Their lives shouldn't be drudged up by everybody. But on the flip side means he did a great job in producing it, that he evoked those feelings of realism, that I actually felt that.
People are voyeuristic at the end of the day, you know. Like, you know, the newspapers, what are they going to talk about, right? They talk about all the voyeuristic stuff. They don't talk about positivity, motivation, the stuff that I want to talk about, right? Because that's not what sells newspapers.
That doesn't sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad news and wars and Satan.
Exactly.
And JFK Jr., the story of the family, you know, the Kennedy cell.
But people want to know what led up to this and that. People want, they feel like, oh, you know, I know him now.
It's Camelot,
Yes.
people, everybody wants to know. And he's also the best looking guy on the planet,
Absolutely.
I'm kind of envious of his looks. I mean, come on, look at that guy.
Well, the guy that played JFK Jr. is very good looking, and the woman that plays Carolyn Bessette she's beautiful.
So you didn't watch the ending?
No, because I know what happens. I really don't want to see it because
I would watch the ending before I watch all the other stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Because at the end what happens. I don't like the end of West Side Story.
Why don't you want to read the end of the screenplay if you want to watch the ending?
I don't like the end of West Side Story, Frank. At the end, I said to
she stands up. We're watching West Side Story in the theater, right, when they did the remake. Sure. And she stands up and she says, "Change the ending."
I just said that to you. I'm like, why do they still have to keep the ending the same? Look at her face. Because you do.
It's a classic.
For me, I'd rather change it and have a happily ever after.
And by the way, if you think about even a classic series like Little House on the Prairie, would you watch the very final episode and not watch all the episodes?
I wouldn't watch anything on Little House on the Prairie.
I interviewed Ma, Karen Grassel.
Did you?
She was on she was on my
I wouldn't
podcast.
watch Little House on the Prairie.
How old was she when she did Little House on the Prairie?
Early 30s, I think. 32, 33, I guess.
Yeah, she's got to be close to 80 now.
She's got to be, right?
She's fascinating. Yeah, I had a good time with her. That was last year.
What a great. So where do you do your podcast?
Right out of my home.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we're talking
Fascinating.
about a little collaboration with, not a little, a big one. He's sitting on a powder keg.
Nice.
So it's just how to make it work for everybody. Some outside work, some inside work. Some of the things that we do that we've been doing for years and years. Adding spice and sugar and salt and everything else.
And everything that, collaboration is my middle name, but I use it a word endorsement, because that's different than referring somebody, collaborating. Endorsing somebody is very, very powerful. I don't think anybody uses that word, because think about it, right? If they pay ball players millions of dollars to get on commercials just to say a few seconds of words. That's what's called an endorsement, but it's so powerful. So if I tell somebody, this studio is the greatest studio I've ever been. I had an incredible time today in Boca. No idea what I was getting myself into, which is true, by the way. I have no idea what I was stepping into here today. But when I walk out of here and say, I got to tell you, Freddie and Dawn, they run this place. You got to come. That's powerful because people hopefully know, like, and trust me.
Right.
And the funny thing is that I heard his story in New York. And he's a movie and dinner. You can eat dinner and hear all the things that he's done with Cats, all these productions.
Wow.
Back in the day, and I love back in the day, but he actually, I saw Cats 10 times, and he was the one probably that I saw the promotion that he was doing for, and that's why I bought it.
I worked on over 300 Broadway shows, over 300 off-Broadway shows in New York City. So I got this embarrassing nickname that I never wanted to talk about, but now I'm a little more comfortable with it. They call me the mayor of Times Square in New York City.
So we'll call you mayor. We'll call you the mayor.
Well,
I think that's a good nickname.
Yeah, so, the reason, there was a Broadway producer, his name is Ken Davenport, and he says, everywhere I walk in Times Square, he says, there you are, which is pretty true, because, I'm dealing with tourist attractions, retailers, every kind of business in New York City. So I'm always walking through Times Square, and he's always seeing me while he's going to his office. So he says to me, you're like the mayor of Times Square, so it's stuck, and people love that. So
what brought you to Florida?
I got a billionaire who calls me the mayor of Times Square. Yeah.
Amazing.
She's more intrigued with me than, I think I even am with her billions.
Well, Times Square, there's no place in the world like it. Back in the day, today.
Back in the day.
It's never going to be a place from that again.
Just keep out those three-card Monte guys because stay away from those guys.
Lost plenty of money.
Wow. Gen X doesn't know about those.
No, that's old school stuff.
I lost a lot of money with those guys.
All right, so I have to ask Frank before we go to the next segment.
Yes.
The trip to the moon. It's now in color. It's not gray and white anymore.
Not gray and white anymore. Yeah, the trip to the moon.
How's it feel to have written about it 12, 14 years ago, and here we go?
My name was on the Artemis, by the way.
Is it?
Which name would that be?
No, why? You could have. You can't do it anymore. But you could have. I set my and my wife's name in, and we got a little certificate saying our name is going to be on the moon in the Artemis group. So
on the ship?
We went up there.
That's very cool.
I sent in to be on Artemis back 10 years ago.
Got the golden ticket.
10 years ago, I asked them. I'll show you I never got it written. They never wrote back to me. They didn't want me.
So what do you think about their findings? What's next? Diamond
What do you think about their
mining
findings?
and yeah.
I have a very strong feeling that some of the images they showed on the backside of the moon have been edited.
Well, they were probably cleaned up because of photography. Did you see that they took a picture of the Earth, and then there's a picture that was taken in '69, and the picture of the Earth now is a lot less brilliant. It's very blurry, and they're talking about it was the camera, and not the camera should have been better. Apparently, the pictures are not as clear, so they have to be cleaned up. So maybe that's what you're seeing.
It may be blurry because we've got so much more junk flying around the Earth.
That's true. I also heard that they, the craters and things are in different places than they originally thought, and they're deeper and all this. They're going to have a better picture of the moon on both sides now, which is kind of cool.
I think Frank could probably draw a really accurate map, though.
Well, they're going to build something up there. I hear the next one going up, they're going to put a module up there to go to Mars. It's going to be the next.
Either that or a Buc-ee's.
A Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's would be wonderful.
They're having a hard time to have the chickens.
I just want to get fuel.
Tough to get the chickens. Did
You
they
gotta love
find
Frank.
oxygen or helium on the South Pole? Did they ever find anything up there to make fuel? Anybody
The
know?
moon?
Yeah.
There's oxygen and there's water.
There is. So
There's water.
they said that if they found it, they could build this thing so that they can take off from there.
Yeah, because what they do is they separate the water into hydrogen and oxygen, and
Yeah.
that's what rocket fuel is.
However, if there is helium, I want to sing as an alto.
You have to suck on the helium for a
Full
little
set
bit.
of something.
He'd be happy to do that, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Let's go with the
We'll
voice.
work it out.
All right. Listen, now, do you have anything coming up? You have a podcast coming up, you told me.
I
with
got
Mama Ali or
podcasts coming
something?
up every week, you know.
You do. Where can people find your podcast?
They can find it on YouTube. They can find Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all the places that you usually
What's it
listen
called?
to podcasts. It's called The Motivation Show. 3 simple words. Everything I do is simple. You know, my company that I had in New York City, I had the largest seminar and event company in the world. It was called the Seminar Center. I like to start with the.
Like
Real
the
easy.
Bronx.
There you go, the Bronx. Yeah. Dion DiMucci, he was on my show.
Oh, there you go.
Pride of the Bronx, Pride of Boca Raton. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, more to come. Check it out, The Motivation Show. Simple. Find it. We're going to take a quick break. We come back. We're going to wrap this up with Animator and say hello to the man of 1,000 voices. A million voices. We'll be right back.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
Welcome to Working Nurses Home Care, where your private care is our priority. We provide medical and supportive private duty care all under one agency serving Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. From long-term care and companionship to recovery support, our nurses, therapists, and home health aides are here for you. We accept most major insurances including United Medicare, Aetna, Humana, Oscar, Cigna, and Medicare. Count on us for care that you can trust. Call Broward at 954-916-7458 or Palm Beach at 561-409-0767. Visit us at www.workingnurseshomecare.com. At Working Nurses Home Care, we are here to serve and support.
Welcome to La Mesa Cafe Bistro, where every cup has a story. From freshly brewed coffee to comforting, flavorful dishes, it's the perfect place to slow down and savor the moment. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday and Monday. Stop by and taste the difference. at 48 Northeast 1st Avenue in Boca Raton.
Looking for great coffee and a place to unwind? Come to Tiki Coffee and Desserts. We serve gourmet coffee made fresh, rich espresso, smooth lattes, and handcrafted specialty drinks made just the way you like them. Pair it with one of our delicious desserts, from creamy cheesecakes to fresh pastries and sweet treats made to satisfy every craving. No matter what you're in the mood for, you can trust that it's been prepared with care and quality ingredients. Enjoy a warm, welcoming atmosphere where our friendly staff make you feel right at home the moment you walk in. Whether you're meeting friends, taking a break, getting some work done, or simply treating yourself, Tiki Coffee and Desserts is the perfect stop. Don't miss out on an irresistible experience you'll want to come back to again and again. Tiki Coffee and Desserts, the hottest new coffee shop in Boca.
Imagina que este es tu dinero y alguien te lo quiere quitar. ¿Quién es? El IRS. Adivina qué, quieren tu dinero y pueden tomarlo. Todos si quieren. Entonces, ¿qué haces? Usted contraataca dejando que nuestro equipo de expertos lo resuelva con el IRS para poder conservar su dinero. Llame ahora mismo y aprende gratis cómo podemos ayudarte a volver a ponerlo en tu bolsillo. 5 minutos de tu tiempo pueden ahorrarte miles de dólares.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
All right, we're back.
What do you got cooking? You've got Alfonso, our new animator. I understand you've put a spectacular piece together for a comic strip.
Yeah, I just finished it, actually.
What's the premise?
The premise is it's like on stage, we know, like, we always like forget something and we're like,
I need my bell.
Yeah, basically something like that. And then it's like one of those moments where it's like, oh, I know where it is. And it's like a funny shenanigan like that.
I got a funny shenanigan, one that I want you to work on about not turning on the mics. That's a good one. It's a real live one. Just saying.
Or where's my coffee? Where's my bell?
Yes. And he put it together. We're going to put it on the strip, on the magazine strip.
Who does it spotlight?
Well, the characters are, of course, Freddie and Candy, which I designed to make her look like she's actually made of candy. So
cute.
Yeah, it's like a little like nod of what kind of candy is like what part of her. Like there's chocolate, there's Sour Patch, there's peppermint. It's like one of those, oh, I see that moments.
Very cute. All right, so what are you learning from the foundation in this internship?
Well, I'm learning, well, first I was learning how to use AI to my advantage because, well, okay, yeah. When I started animation, like straight up, they taught me, hate AI, we're not doing that. It's always solely you. And of course, that means the process takes so long. But since starting here, I'm learning, oh, we're not just like doing everything all AI and stuff. We're just using that as like a foundation and then fixing up with our own thing. That way it'd be better, like add more human to the progress. And it was tough progress for me to get used to since, well, I've been hating on it for like a long time, but after a couple of tries, I think I got the hang of it.
And you made it work.
Yeah, I made it work.
I think a lot of people, I want to do the other shows, I want to do strips for them. And there's a company. Should we let it out of the bag or should we wait? You want to wait?
Yeah, let's wait on that.
It's a big project that if he can get accomplished, you're going to be very happy. It has to do with the WWE. They came to me 15 years ago, and what they wanted, I couldn't do. And I called the guy, and they said, can you do it now? And I think he's on the right track to get this accomplished. So more news to come on that.
Nice.
I'm hoping to make an announcement on May 12th if I can get it done. And you'll be shocked at who's going to come and sort of agree to the deal. So we'll see what happens. It's still early in the game, but we're closer today than we were yesterday. And we use the AI technology with your leadership and the things that you do. And you have a couple other friends that are going to be joining you to put this thing together. So what you thought could not be done can be done, which is interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Nice job, Fonzie.
Thank you so
You're
much.
doing great things. All right, so before we wrap up, you ready to talk to?
Which part? Which him?
Which voice you're going to speak with?
Which day? Just kidding.
How many
Whichever
voices are in your head?
You know, that's a good question. According to my doctor, too many to count.
Because I've watched you come in here. You got here, what, about 10 o'clock this morning?
Yeah, and the coffee is, you know.
I lost track by like 10:05.
By the way, I just want to say a special shout out to Fonzie. Thank you for the karaoke. Keeps me up. And so it was a lot of fun to do. And I was singing in Your Honor, Freddie.
No, you weren't, because you can't be that off key.
He didn't realize it was you. He thought it was
That's why I was singing
Fonzie.
that way. Yes, as you can tell.
Are you married?
To myself, yes.
I thought you had a significant other.
Oh, well, you know, kind of.
Kind of, yeah?
Yeah.
Because I want to know, I want to talk to how she deals with a guy with your multiple personalities.
I usually kind of keep that, you know, on the DL.
Do you? Are you like this at home? Like
No.
when you take a shower, do you have like 15 people in there with you?
Sometimes I'll sing in the shower like Christopher Walken, and then I get arrested. But
in the shower?
You'd be surprised.
Who
'Cause it was a
rats
couple-
you out? Another personality calls the police?
Well, it was an undercover sting, and I walked in, and you know I got in trouble. But you know, it is what it is. No, I generally keep a low profile. I'm somewhat introverted, believe it or not. But
I do believe that.
I
Because
know.
when I see you at the thing that we go to, what is that called?
City Lead?
Huh?
Which
City
one?
Lead.
City Lead?
Oh, City
You're
Lead.
you're very mild mannered.
I am.
Sometimes I wonder if it's you. I pat you down to see.
You do, and it shows I haven't had coffee yet. But generally, yeah, I'm there. I observe that's who I am, and someone comes over, I'll talk to them. I'll give them, you know, whatever a business card. We'll exchange info. But usually 9 out of 10 times, that's who I am. I'm just very low key. But when it comes to doing voices, whether it's voice animation or doing an impression on a podcast, whatever the case might be, it's like an on-off switch for me. So.
You know, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Franz, he does voice animation, so
Yeah.
you could do a whole skit, a whole movie, the whole thing.
AI.
He does 1,000 voices. You can't find that kind of talent in one person.
Well, I self-taught myself a bunch of cartoon voices
heard
too.
you.
That's right. He likes doing voices also. You guys voice
The two
collaborate.
of you won't know who you're talking to.
Which is even funnier.
We didn't know who was
that.
singing. We thought it was him, and then it ended up being you.
Each one of you was
You'll be
strangling the
Fonzie,
other.
I'll be Fonzarelli. We'll do like a Brooklyn accent. So that'll be a lot of fun. You know, like Bernie Sanders being animated. That would be
But
fun.
it's not only the voices, Phil. It's also the comedy.
Content, yes, sir.
You know, you deliver it a certain way,
Like
and you
UPS.
always wait for that.
What can Brown do for you?
I was going to say
And I can tell
something
you
else,
Warren
but that's
Brown.
okay.
Oh, please do.
But at those moments
Yeah.
that it comes up in the conversation, you put that whole thing together. That's the part that's always amazed me with you. It's the comedy behind the voice. Because
Yeah,
a lot of
there's-
people do voices.
That is true. The key is having content, but also thinking quickly on your feet.
Yeah.
And one advantage of doing podcasts, and especially when I am a voice, there's nothing prepared unless it's a parody that I wrote. Then I'll sing from the parody. But 99 out of 100 times, I'm just ready. Whatever question is asked my way, you know, I just try to hit it out of the park. Sometimes you miss, but you know, majority of the time, I'm on top of it. And also, I get the humor of my host. When you've worked with someone often enough, you kind of know, like a chess game, 2 to 3 moves ahead, what question will be asked. And you already have 2 or 3 answers. So it's pretty neat.
There's a guy in California, world famous now.
I think I know
And he
you're
went to and he copies the voices. He wears a tux when he does it.
Oh.
He knows some of the biggest names in showbiz, and he copies them so it sounds just like them.
Mm.
And I'm sitting there, I'm going, Jeez, Phil, if you would have been there,
I was 20 years.
You would be blowing up the circuit the way this guy is, because I've heard your voices and I've heard his, and I still think yours is better.
Oh, you're too kind.
But the comedy, he doesn't have it. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but he's not at that point. Maybe because you're a little bit more seasoned than he is.
You know what I do is when I do an impression, and sometimes the people listen to it on the air, they're not sure if it's the real person until they start hearing some very irreverent content, and then they're still not sure. Saying, "What? I can't believe that guy said that." But that's what makes it funny. If you can keep a straight face and be very matter of fact as that voice, boy, that changes everything. And yeah, there are times where I've almost laughed, where you just cannot help it because you say something that I can't believe I just said that, and the host is in stitches. But that's why they bring you back, and that's the best part. And I could do those jobs anywhere. I do them virtually, but when it comes to voice animation, that's one of my favorite genres to be a part of, and especially if it's AI related and there could be a celebrity voice. Okay, we need you to sound like Dr. Phil. Could you come on in and you're going to be calling a boxing match or whatever? I'll do it, 100%. It's pretty cool.
That's funny because I wanted to do an AI song, and I was going to send you bits and pieces so you could put in different voices on the song. And I have it in my head.
Please.
I just haven't done it.
Okay.
Because there's so many other things that's going on.
Yeah, well, let's talk to the Fonz. We can make it happen. Hey.
But it could be an add-on to the piece, and getting it musically. Because now I know that he sings. I just heard him karaoke
it.
Well, it depends on the song. Certain songs I can sing better. Obviously, if it's Bohemian Rhapsody, good luck with that. You may have to drink a little bit in order to hear me. So.
What are you currently doing right now? Are you a tree?
I'm right now on Brooklyn Cafe Show. No, I'm just kidding.
Not today.
No, I know. I'm in a sketch comedy troupe. It's actually my 4-year anniversary. It's called Skitsations. We started out doing regular sketch. Now we do musical sketch. So that involves some dance choreography, obviously utilizing my voices, which does help for sure. In addition to which, I do scripted murder mysteries out in Southwest Florida with a company called Gibson House Murder Mysteries. I've been with them now since February of 2024.
In Miami?
No, Southwest Florida, usually Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, Naples, all those areas. And it's not just the train, like I know they have those too.
I'm going to the train on the
you'll probably see some of the people I've worked with, because a lot of them do
I
work
thought you
the
were
train.
going to be there.
No. I do usually hotel venues, different cafes, wherever we do the show. So if a resort invites us, we all perform there. And I have 3 shows coming up later this month, in fact.
Very, very cool. Out in the Naples area.
Usually out in Naples, yeah, and I love it. It's so beautiful. I love going to Southwest
I got
Florida.
friends out there. Maybe if you let me know when you're going to be out there, I'll take them.
I will let you know. I can look up the dates for you. I'll give you the dates, and especially if it's open out to the public, you can check it out and stuff.
Perfect.
How do people find you? What's your IG or anything
IG, Meet the McMurrays. I know it's kind of an unusual one because I'm Canadian, as you could tell, new dude. And I'm also on Facebook, Philip Hersh fan page, Philip with 1 L, Hersh. And you can check out some of my many extensive credits on the Internet Movie Database. Philip Hersh, the first. There's several Philip Hershes. You'll see my puss on there, that face.
What's your IG?
Oh, Meet the McMurrays. MEETTHEMCMURRAYS. I know. Usually a lot of people give me that look when I'm at a bus stop. But it's
Among
fun.
other places, but why?
That's well, it's it's kind of weird. Back in 2017, Fort McMurray, Alberta, had some terrible fires. So I wanted to pay homage to the good people at Fort McMurray, and I just said, Meet the McMurrays. It just kind of popped in my head. And I post regularly on IG, whether it's photos, like today, obviously, I posted a photo. Sometimes I'll do a video blog, depending on what the interest is, or if it's a unique South Florida hidden gem, or even a Florida hidden gem when I travel. So I always like to find something interesting to post.
See that mayor? They call him McFlurry.
McMurray.
McFlurry. Well, they do have a McFlurry.
I know they do.
We're not the same. I use the easy names, and he's using McMurray. 50 different ways to do that.
That's exactly it. You know, 50.
It reminds me of green ice cream.
Oh, wow.
All right. You ready to wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right. More to
pistachio?
come. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Absolutely. It's what I do best.
Eli, pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
My pleasure.
Frank, as always, it's a
Thank
pleasure.
you, Fonz.
Pleasure to be here.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, Frank.
To our crew, nice job. Nothing like throwing you right in, Andre, on day one.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fray.
Glad to be here.
All right, more to come. Tune in today to 2:30 to Lights in the Night as they wrap up their season with Russ, Max, and Dana Sardano, and I think special guest with Sally Bernard. So more to come on that. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you Monday, 9 a.m. Drive Time.
Enjoy the weekend. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
That's lunes.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.